Hello,
Hello.
good evening. How are you?
Yes, I am doing awesome. Thank you. How
Okay.
are you? How are you?
I'm also doing great. Thank you.
Yes, wonderful.
You are,
It's Mhm.
you are one of my favorite tutors.
Really, thank you.
Yes, since yesterday I was not feeling well, and today I thought of canceling the session. And when I saw your name in the on WhatsApp, the meeting was scheduled in advance today.
Yes.
So when I saw your name, then I thought, okay, I will not cancel the session.
That's so sweet of you. Thank you, Rajni. Lovely. It's very nice to see you again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to discuss today? And yes, how are you? What happened? Is it viral, fever, cold?
Yes, it is fever.
I just went through that. I still have a little bit of sore throat, but yes, fever is not there.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you taking medicines?
Yeah, I am taking medicines. It is because in Punjab weather is really hot,
Hmm.
and we have to sit in the AC throughout the day.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
might be the
Yes.
reason.
Hmm. Is
Yeah.
there any weather change that's going on there?
No, it's not. Yesterday it rained, but today again the weather is really hot. Hot and humid.
Not a new med. Yeah. I completely understand. I am in heaven, at least compared to that. I am Darjeeling, so yes, the weather is really very nice right now. It's
Okay.
very pleasant.
You are so lucky.
Yes. So what do you want to discuss today, Rajni?
I have sent a couple of questions. I think
Hmm.
these are the most asked question on YouTube.
Okay.
That how to achieve fluency and see if one has achieved the intermediate level, then
Hmm.
how to reach at advanced level.
Hmm. Okay. All right. So fluency, first of all, Rajni, what do you understand by fluency before I start?
As for me, fluency is if we are able to speak smoothly
Hmm.
and we are able to express our thoughts effectively, it is
Hmm.
fluency. And it's not about the speed.
Yeah.
If even if we are speaking at a slow pace, then also it's fine. But
Hmm.
our thoughts should be clear and our speech should be clear to the other people.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely correct. So, when we speak flawlessly, right, when we can express our thoughts effectively, like you said. So, how can we express our thoughts effectively when we use the precise words, right? When we use the correct words. For example, there are many ways to express one's thoughts, but if the words are not correctly grouped together, even though it can be grammatically correct, the sentence formation, but if the correct words are not used, and if the correct group of words are not used that belong with each other, then that doesn't make much sense, or that we cannot say that you spoke fluently. Yeah. So yes, I feel that correct usage of words is important. And you have watched that movie, Chandni Chowk to China. Have you watched that movie by any chance?
I don't remember. Maybe I have watched, but
Okay.
yeah.
So there was a dialogue that was said by one of the Chinese actors to one of the main actor in the movie. He said that he is a teacher. So in that, this person says to the actor that I don't fear the moves that you have practiced once. I fear those moves, that one move that you have practiced 1,000 times, right? So, the kind of structures, every person has a different way of speaking. And you would notice that people try to often use the similar words, same words again and again, same type of sentence structure again and again because they are comfortable.
Hmm.
Also, it has been registered subconsciously. Now they don't have to put any effort. in order to speak those words, to utter those words, or to make those formation. They don't have to think twice. It just comes out naturally because it has already been registered in our subconscious mind. How? Because of repetition, right? So
Yeah.
repetition is the key. The more you repeat the same words, the more you repeat the similar kind of sentences, the sentence structures, you don't need to actually go and learn the grammar.
Hmm.
It just registers. That's how. And language should be learned that way, in a natural process. So my first tip is to actually repeat as much as possible, which means ultimately is to practice. The more you
Practice as much as
practice,
possible.
yes, practice listening. So the more you input in your head, the feed
Hmm.
any kind of information in your head, the more it will, register, keep registering. So you
Hmm.
are filling you're stocking your inventory. Yeah.
Hmm.
The better ingredients you have in your kitchen, of course you have to be a good cook first of all, but if you
Hmm.
have better ingredients, you can make a great dish, right? So similarly, if your inventory has good vocabularies and you know the precise vocabulary to use
Hmm.
in that sentence, and you have used it many times with repetition, you will do it naturally, right? But my second point is actually for the learners, whoever want to be fluent in this language, is not to force themselves to understand each and everything. I used to do it when I was a kid. So for example, for a maths, any problem that I used to face in mathematics, I would try to understand that particular one sum. If I cannot do that, I will not proceed to the next problem.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to understand it completely, and then only I can move on to the next one. So we cannot do that in language, right?
Hmm.
You will automatically, our brain has a connection. It is wired so that you can connect the dots later on. You will come to know, you will realize, you will understand it later. And even if you want to physically come back to that, you can come back to that later. And then you will see that because of your extra knowledge that you have gained between the time that you were learning about that word or that phrase or that particular grammar you were trying to
Hmm.
understand, and the time that you have moved on and learned some other things, when you come back it would be easier for you to understand. And
Yeah.
sometimes you don't even have to deliberately come back to it. You will just, on the way, you will understand, oh okay, that meant that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do not try to the learners have to first of all accept that language cannot be fully understood at a given point of time. It is a natural process and it will happen eventually. Yeah, you will
Okay.
understand it eventually. You can come
Hmm.
back to it later and understand it again, and that will become
Okay.
easier. So
Hmm.
to to become fluent in any language, you have to put as much feed as much as possible to your brain. As many
Hmm.
extensive reading and listening is very very important. Of course, I don't even have to mention speaking. That is of course important. But
Yeah.
the more input you have, because where are we drawing these words from that I'm speaking right now? Where are
Hmm.
these words coming from? These words are coming from my memory and my experience, and because I've used these words before multiple times,
Hmm.
hundreds of times. So it's a
Hmm.
repetition of the memory. So, but first of all, you have to build the memory, right?
Okay.
So you have to have an extensive, for intermediate learners, you have to have now it is time for you to have an extensive vocabulary.
Okay.
Vocabulary is very important for you to sound effective, efficient, flawless when you speak. That's how you can grow and become an advanced speaker, right? So yeah, that is my take on this particular topic. What do you think? How can one achieve fluency as per you?
Yeah, you are absolutely right. You made every point very clear. Because if we want to produce the output, definitely it is very important to consume the input first. If we
Yes.
will not read, if we will not listen, then how will we learn new words? How will we learn different sentence structures? So it
Hmm.
is, as for me also, it is very important to read and listen. Since the very beginning, I have been neglecting listening
Hmm.
part.
Hmm.
What I did was only reading.
Okay. Hmm.
Whenever I had time, I would just grab a book and start reading. And reading
Hmm.
helped me a lot, definitely. But now, at some point of time, I feel that I should have focused on listening too, because
Hmm.
all these skills are very important. Listening helps us to improve our pronunciation skills.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So now I have started listening also. And yeah,
Hmm.
reading and listening both are very important. Both are
Hmm.
equally important, I will say. And
Yes.
if we are doing both of these activities on a daily basis, then I think it will not take us a long time to become a fluent speaker.
Yes, in a short span of time, you would be able to see a remarkable, change in the way you speak. And listening, actually, reading, of course, is very effective, right? But listening actually immerses a person emotionally,
Yes.
binds with that language emotionally, right?
Hmm.
So you can connect, and there is always, every language has its own sound. So
Hmm.
listening helps you understand the sound of that language, how it is, like pronunciation, intonation. So these are also very important when it comes to fluency, right?
Hmm.
Not necessary that you have to have a specific accent. Yeah, you can have no accent, and yet you can speak flawlessly, and you would be called a great speaker, yeah, without
Yeah.
having an accent. Yeah.
Hmm.
There are also, this is also one of the most important part that learners have to understand, that some words belong with each other. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that please go ahead and look for collocations and learn them. So collocations are words that go together. They match well, they suit each other. So but you have to, when you repeatedly listen to these words, these sentences, you will automatically grasp it. Oh, okay,
Hmm.
this word goes with this word. So
Yes. Yes.
for example, we always say pay attention. Why do we use pay with attention?
Attention.
Yeah. Why don't we say give attention? Yeah.
Yes.
We always say pay attention. So because
Pay
that
attention.
those two words go well, right? Break a
Hmm.
record. We don't say achieve a record. We say break a record. He broke the record, right?
Hmm.
So yes, some words, and it's all group of words. English is made up of, any language is made up of group of words, right? Especially English. um, there are many, speakers from, there are many speakers from all around the world who use, their own, there is this own inclination. Like Indians, we have our own inclination. Vernacular language is, our English is influenced by our vernacular language. But
Hmm.
and it is natural to us, it is very natural to us, but then it is not a natural English, right? So we have to, what a fluent speaker would aim for is to become as natural as possible,
Hmm.
right? Yeah. So yes, tell me, how are you doing these days, apart from this particular topic? Apart from being sick?
I'm doing well. Everything is going just great.
Hmm.
Children vacations are going on, so I
Yeah.
am pretty busy these days. Apart from my work, I have to invest my time with my kids and I have to take them to the park every day
Uh,
and spend at least 1 hour or maybe sometimes more than that playing with them.
hmm.
So yeah, all these kind of fun is going on in my life. And
Ah.
from 1st of July, the schools will be reopened.
Hmm.
Then I will find time for myself. Yeah.
Yeah. How long has it been that you have not been able to focus on yourself?
So the kids' holidays have started, I think, from 24th of May.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And I think 3rd of July the school will be reopened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. So tell me, Rajni, any questions that you want to ask, if any clarity that you want on this particular
Mm,
subject?
I don't have any other question. Both the questions I have already asked you,
Mhm.
and both of those questions are very clear now.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
So apart from listening, what else are you working on these days?
I read. I'm a very much into reading, and these days I am reading the book "The Girl Who Disappeared." It's long
Oh,
back.
okay.
Since long back, it was kept in my almirah, and I could not read it. So these
Hmm.
days, because I am not doing much speaking practice, I'm not doing any writing. So I thought
Hmm.
of utilizing my time into reading.
Ah, okay.
I
And what
have
are you
started.
listening to? What are you listening to these days?
When it comes to listening, lately I have started listening some audiobooks. Yes.
Audiobooks. Okay.
Hmm.
Do you recommend any?
But late yesterday only I found a book. It was Educate Yourself Every Day.
Educate yourself every day.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
find it just putting the name on YouTube.
Mm.
And otherwise, I was trying to find some fiction novels or something like romantic books
Hmm.
that I could listen, but I could
Hmm.
not find that. Only the self-help books, audiobooks in the form of
Hmm.
audiobooks are available
Hmm.
on YouTube.
Hmm. Okay.
Can
Um.
you recommend me any app where I can listen some good audiobooks like fiction stories or some romantic novels, some mystery novels?
Hmm. I actually don't use those kind of apps. The only app that I have is Audible.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only one that I use. I'm not aware of any such apps.
Hmm.
And more than that, actually, I rely heavily on YouTube for any kind of content, actually. English, mm, Korean, what I'm learning these days. So I heavily rely on YouTube because
YouTube.
because it is such a resourceful. I mean, it's very very beneficial because there are so many YouTubers just like you who are doing
Hmm.
such a great work,
Hmm.
putting content, yeah, and making it free. Yes, so it's the best type of platform
Yes.
that I feel we have available right now.
Hmm.
Um, for the time being, I'm reading a book called Pachinko, and yes, I think I've finished some 10 pages, but it's quite good. Yeah.
It is in Korean language.
No, it's not. It is a Korean story, but not in Korean language. It is in English.
Pachingo.
Pachinko. Ko.
Pachinko. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you can try. Maybe the next book.
Yeah, definitely. How is it? Is it
uh,
interesting to read?
it is very interesting in terms of from the first 10 pages I could understand that it is visually very prominent, so it takes you to that particular place and
Hmm.
it gives you the description of the entire scene, and you can completely immerse yourself, and you would probably think that you are there.
Hmm.
And you would be able to learn a lot of adjectives and how to describe a situation. So yes, it's you can learn as well from that book for your
Then
English.
I will definitely give it a try.
Sure, absolutely. All right then, Rajni, you take care. Okay, I'll see you next time. It was
Yeah,
lovely
for
speaking to
sure.
you again.
I will definitely look forward to see you again.
Thank you.
Thanks
Same
a
here.
lot.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care.